Real Madrid beat Manchester City and progress into the knockout round of the Champions League. A dominant, convincing display from Real Madrid in the second leg. 6-3 in aggregate. Listen, let's talk about everything. Let's talk about the lineup of Real Madrid. Let's talk about why this performance was so dominant. Let's talk about City just not being, wallah, let's be real, bad. Like bad. Let's talk about the best players. Let's give some match reviews. But most importantly, let's give a Haywan of the match. Before we talk about the game itself, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to, of course, comment your own thoughts about the game and whether you agree or disagree with what I said, and also your own perspectives about the game itself. Listen, let's talk about the game itself. Real Madrid came up with this lineup: Thibaut in goal, Fede, Raul, Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, Tchouameni, Dani Ceballos, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Vinnie and Mbappe. And it was a complete for the first half. I'm going to be so real, yeah. The first 45 minutes was the best 45 minutes which I've seen Real Madrid play this whole season. There was a lot, and I repeat, a lot of Madrid fans before the game started saying that we're scared of City, we're scared of what this matchup could do, we're scared X, Y, and Z. I don't know why Madrid fans were scared before the game even started. Bro, the last game, the first leg at Etihad, we did very well. Like, we completely dominated Manchester City. We should have scored 4 or 5 goals. And I can't lie, even the game against Osasuna, which we drew 1-1, we still played very good football, even with 10 players. The second half, we should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals. So I'm kind of happy with the way we've played over the past 3 games. Over the past 3 games, I think we played very good football. And now this game is taking it to another level. That first 45 minutes was one of the best 45 minutes I think I've seen. Every player performed well. We were pressing with numbers. Our defense was very good. We were staying compact. It was so good. It was so good to see the players was moving for each other. It was, for me, honestly, the best 45 minutes of the whole season. Our first goal came from Raul, ball playing from the back, elite pass from the back, literally to Mbappe. Mbappe, I don't know what Ruben Dias was thinking in terms of that man marking, but he of course couldn't get nowhere close to Mbappe. Mbappe with a chip above Edison to make it 1-0. The second goal came about 20 minutes after that with a great build-up. Like, bro, the first half, we had about 2 or 3 or 4 passages, which I thought to myself, bro, we're playing some beautiful football. Like, started with Rodrigo, he passed it to Jude, and this is what I'm talking about, the off-the-ball movement, something which I didn't see beginning of the season. Like, Rodrigo, it started with Rodrigo. Rodrigo passed the ball to Jude, but what Rodrigo did is he didn't move and dragged himself. Like, this is basically what happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, yeah? This is what happened. First of all, this is Rodrigo. Rodrigo passed the ball to Jude. Now the ball is with Jude. Rodrigo didn't stay in his same position. He didn't drag himself on the byline and just wait for the ball to come to him, which is what he's been doing this whole season. Vinnie wasn't just standing on the left-hand side waiting for the ball to get to him. Vinnie was making the runs internally. So when Rodrigo made the run, the moment Rodrigo got past the ball to Jude, Jude knew Vinnie was making that run in behind the defense. He found that pass, but what Rodrigo did very well is he moved centrally. He rotated with Vinnie. Rodrigo passed the ball to Rodrigo. Mbappe then dragged himself on the left-hand side and finished it with a great close control, quick feet to make it 2-0. And from there, bro, like, the version of Mbappe we're seeing now is exceptional. And even the third goal, once again, started from Rodrigo. He was the one that intercepted the ball, carried the ball into the final third, passed the ball to Vinnie, a slow but quick and efficient build-up. Vinnie to Jude, Jude to Fede, Fede to Mbappe, and Mbappe doing what he does best. That little shimmy, weak foot, bottom corner to make a 3-0. And from that moment, we could have scored a 4th goal, we could have scored a 5th goal, but the second half display was basically, we continued it on from the first half display. All I'm saying, the first, yes, it's a bit, the only really takeaways, the disadvantages, and what annoyed me was, first of all, the substitution. The substitution took way too long. Let me just fix this very quickly. The substitution took way too long. I don't know why we took to the 80th minute to make some subs. There was two players which I looked at, which I wanted to basically be taken out. Rudiger has just come back from an injury 1 week earlier than expected. I did not want to risk him. He played the full 90 minutes, which I don't see a reason why he should be playing 90 minutes, especially when we were leading by 2 or 3 goals, especially when there was no Haaland. Secondly speaking, Valverde, I don't know why he played the whole 90 minutes. I don't know why, bro. You've literally come out and said that he's injured. So why are you playing him? And of course, another disadvantage is Jude Bellingham getting a yellow card, which means he will be suspended for the next game, whether it's Atleti or Leverkusen, which I'll make a specific video about tomorrow or Friday when the draw is out. But other than that, I think the performance was elite from Real Madrid. But at the same time, before I get to the match ratings about each specific player, Real Madrid was good, but at the same time, City was bad. Like, City was so bad. Like, City, honestly speaking, this might have an expected GA of 1.38, and the reason why it's 1.38, I'm very sure one of them, like one number, like that one is basically that Nico Gonzalez goal where it was an open goal, and I think that's the reason why it literally went skyrocketed into 1.38. But the 1.38, bro, I didn't look at City with any sort of fear. This is why I said I'm not scared of City when the draw was made after the first leg and before the game, even before the second leg started, because I looked at City with no Haaland, no KDB. And I know Omar started and everything, but bro, the back line, I knew Costa was going to get cooked. I knew Stones and Diaz was going to get cooked. I knew Gundogan and Bernardo Silva playing in that pivot, rotating between the two of them, was going to get cooked. I knew Phil Foden was not going to possess any sort of threat. I knew Omar Marmoush was not going to get any sort of the reason why a lot of people don't understand this, the reason why Marmoush scored 3 goals against Newcastle is not because of the ability that he's got. He's got some great ability, but it's also because of the impact that Haaland had. Because Haaland created and dragged people with him, which allowed Marmoush to have so much space inside the box. Specifically that second goal and then that third goal. Now, against Real Madrid, it made it easy for Raul and Rudiger to basically man-mark Marmoush, because Marmoush didn't have a partner next to him to basically rely on to make that movement. He had to now create his own movement, and sometimes he had to drop deep to collect the pass, and when he did that, there was no one in front of him. So that's why it made it very easy for Madrid to defend against. And bro, like, I don't think City created anything in that first 40. Maybe the only chance which they created was like 85th minute when they had that chance. But other than that, City, as good as Real Madrid was, City was even worse. Like, City's decline is so crazy because I'm seeing nothing centrally and through the width as well. Like, Bernardo Silva and Savinho, they're not providing any sort of width. How can your only attacking outlet and your only attacking threat be your left back in Guardiola? Like, whenever Guardiola pushes forward and inverts in the midfield or tries to run in behind defense, he's the only attacking threat. But I'm seeing nothing from the player of the year from last season in Phil Foden. Phil Foden came out and said, well, Southgate used me in the wrong position. Well, you played in the position that you want to be and you didn't do nothing. Like, Omar Marmoush was bro, like I said to you guys, City at the moment, they've got their own issues, which is why I never looked at City and I said to myself, I'm scared. I looked at my team and every single one of those players performed at a high level. And now let's talk about it. Thibaut Courtois, I think he had 2 saves in the second half with Phil Foden, decided to basically shoot outside the box every time he touched the ball. The goal itself, I don't really blame him because, again, unfortunate. So for Thibaut, I'm going to give him a 7. Valverde was, for me, amongst one of our best players. Bro, I'm going to be so real, yeah? He is, right now, one of the best right-backs in the world. And he's not even a right-back. That's how good he is. He kept Savinho quiet. Savinho had to invert in the midfield and had to basically tell Marmoush, please go on the left. Foden, please go on the left. He made Guardiola. Guardiola has got a lot of success in running in behind the fullbacks. He made it so easy. Like Fede, and the worst thing about it, he's playing at 50%. And this is the 50% of version of Fede that we're seeing. incredible display from Valverde. Defensively, going forward, the passes that he's making, he made that assist to Mbappe with that third goal. Bro, he's exceptional. And that's the reason why I keep raving about him, and the reason why I've always called him our most important player. Because once again, he proves to you how elite he is. For that reason, I'm gonna give him a 9. Elite display from Valverde. Raul Arsenio, amongst again one of our best players. This is what I'm going to say to Raul, and this is a compliment to what he's done so far this season. Raul has basically told every single Real Madrid, has told every single fan out there that it's kind of crazy. You don't need a centre-back for next season. I'm more than enough to be a starter. Not for this season, but for next season. I don't care if Militao comes back. I don't care if Alaba comes back now. I don't care if you try and sign a centre-back, whether that's Saliba, Bastoni, Guardiola, whoever it is. I am your starting centre-back next season. Because what he's doing right now, he is moving like a 21-year-old. Like this is his first season at Madrid. He's a rookie. But he's playing like he's been playing for this club for about 6 or 7 years. The performances he's dropping is absolutely incredible. And he's been playing against top teams as well. The likes of Liverpool, Anfield, the likes of Etihad, the likes now playing back-to-back games against City and playing well. Bilbao and so on and so forth. He's playing some great football, bro. Like, it's ball playing. Look at that pass that he made to Mbappe for that first goal. And this is not just a one-off. He did it to Jude Bellingham in his debut for Real Madrid. Look at defensively. He's reading things. His IQ is incredible. His positioning is incredible. Bro, he's playing at a top level. And for me, he deserves every sort of respect that he's getting. Rudiger, bro, his first game back. He's been out for the past 3 games. But he never felt rusty. He felt he was still there. He was making the right movements, keeping Omar quiet in that full 90 minutes. Omar, bro, there was nowhere him to go. If he goes there, he sees Raul. If he goes there, he sees Rudiger. Omar was basically put in an island by himself, and it was so hard for him to basically escape that island. For that reason, I'm going to give Rudiger a 8.5. Mendy, bro, even Mendy, I said to you guys, before we even played City, and when the draw was made, and then when I said to you guys who I want in my starting 11, I put Ferland Mendy. I am Ferland Mendy's biggest hater. But I understand when Mendy faces City, we see a complete different version of Mendy. Again, both last game and this game. So with Mendy, I knew what I was expecting with Mendy against City. Like, he had no sort of danger when he faced Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. When Phil Foden inverted on the right-hand side. When Savinho swapped side and went on the right-hand side. Mendy had a quiet game, bro. Like, and he didn't look any sort of weakened. Dani Ceballos, again, amongst one of our best players. Like, bro, the positioning, he intercepted about 2 or 3 balls, but him just going forward, understanding where he needs to be. And I love the fact whenever he gets the ball, he goes, he drags himself. He doesn't wait for the ball to come to him. He goes and himself and asks for the ball. He demands the ball, and he's the one that progresses and carries the ball and dictates it. Elite performance from Ceballos. For me, absolute. Again, he's continuing his elite display. But for me, this guy, Tchouameni, you guys made fun of him. You guys hate on him. You guys called him finished. You guys said get him out, X, Y, and Z. Stay on that side. I swear to God, stay on that side. Because I said to you guys, have faith in him. You can't go from last season, he was one of our best players, into this season as a worst player. You can't have that sort of decline. The whole team played bad. He had to play as a centre-back. He was injured. Carlo never helped him in any sort because there was no system around it. But when he plays to the level that he's playing right now, it's incredible, bro. He's one of the best defensive midfielders in the whole world. Like, what he did today defensively was incredible. Going forward, his passing was incredible. Like, can you please put some respect in his name? And again, some people said he's not good as a centre-back. Some people said he's not good as a defensive midfielder. But look at him. Over the past 3 games, when he did play as a centre-back, he did very well. This game, when he played in his preferred position, he did very well. So that's nothing that he can't do. Centre-back or defensive midfielder, he's shown you guys what he can do. And this is what I'm trying to tell you about Tchouameni. When he plays at the confidence that he knows how to play, he is amongst one of the best in the world, bro. He intercepted about there was 3 or 4 tackles that he made that I looked at and said, wow, This is the Tchouameni that I know. For me, he was slightly better than Tchouameni. I will give him 8.7 for me. Elite performance. Jude Bellingham, I think you could see the yellow card kind of hurt him, but he was still making the right passes. He created about 2 chances, one for Rodrigo, one for Vinnie, which both of them missed in the second half. He was still amongst the creativity in the final third. He was also helping defensively as well when City had the ball. It was an okay, quiet performance from Jude, but nothing too bad. I think the yellow card did kind of hurt him. Vinnie, this is the first time, and let me just add this now. This is why I'm kind of happy with how this season is about to progress. This is the first time this season, and you guys can correct me down in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with what I'm about to say. This is the first time that I'm seeing both Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinnie. All 3 of them had a good game collectively. All the previous games so far this season, from the first game of the season till now, it's always been 2 of them or 1 of them. It's either been Vinnie only and not these 2, Vinnie and Mbappe, or Vinnie and Rodrigo, or Mbappe and Rodrigo, but it's never been all 3 of them as a collective, as a trio. This is the first time all 3 of them are having a good game. One person having a better game, but all 3 of them having an actual good game. Vinnie, for me, he didn't score, he didn't assist, but he was involved. The second goal, involved. The third goal, involved. He had some chances. He created 2 chances as well. He was very good for me. There was no complaints about him. Maybe he should have scored, but he was dangerous. He was creating. He was getting past Kosanov and Guardiola so easily. Like, bro, very good display from Vinnie Jr. for me. I'm gonna give him a 7.8 for me. No, an 8. He deserves an 8. Rodrigo for me, like out of the 3, Vinnie gets an 8, but he was 3rd for me. Rodrigo was 2nd. Like, Rodrigo was so exceptional. His movement was so good. His creativity was so good. He was so dangerous. Whenever he gets the ball, you know something is about to happen. He's so direct, which is so good to see. Like, that second goal for me was all him. He started it. And I love the fact he didn't stay still. I love the fact that he moved centrally. He moved. He knew, all right, cool. If I move there, the ball's going to get to me. And if I create that movement, I'm going to drag people with me, which will leave Vinnie with more open space, which it did. And for that, and the pass that he made to Mbappe, it wasn't an easy pass. Bro, he not made past Kosanov. It was such a difficult pass, but he made it look easy. For me, Rodrigo, bro, what a play. Today, he's continued. By the way, 2025 has been such a great year for Rodrigo. For me, 8.5. But the best player, let's just say it how it is. The best player, Fede and Raul for me are 2 and 3. For me, I'll put Fede as 2nd, Raul as 3rd. But the man of the match, the man of the moment, the hat-trick hero, Kyke de Bundi, Kylian Mbappe, Kyke. He said it himself, I want to come to Madrid to win the Champions League. He said it in December. He said it in February. Real Madrid wakes up. And he didn't lie. Real Madrid is waking up. And Mbappe has waken up. 2025 has been such a successful year. Let me just, you know what? Let's go back. December, since that interview came out, and since then, he's been playing very, very well. And this is a message to Mohamed Salah. This is a message to Rafinha and all the Ballon d'Or contenders that you guys have. Mbappe is coming for you, man. Mbappe, second half of the season is coming for you, man. There's nothing you can say to change my mind. You can't even deny yourself. Mbappe is coming for the Ballon d'Or. So Mohamed Salah, if you're listening right now, Yabasha, Habibi, keep that seat warm, bro. Clean that seat as well. Clean it. Because I know you've been touching that seat, fam. Clean that seat. Because Mbappe is going to come for that seat, fam. The Ballon d'Or trophy, it's not going to Liverpool. It's not going to Barcelona. It's coming home to Madrid. Because Mbappe right now is playing at Ballon d'Or level. It's playing at Ballon d'Or form. And this is what I've been wanting for. For the past 7 years, I've been asking for this man to do this. And he's finally come to my team and done this. So we all deserve this. We all deserve this. So everyone that's been saying, oh, you hate on him, I did not hate on him. And all of you guys didn't hate on him. Some of you guys didn't hate on him. it's okay to criticize. I never hate. I criticized. And Mbappe deserved the criticism because he played bad. Because Mbappe is not immune to criticism. Bro, we booed Ronaldo. We booed our greatest ever player. So you think what, Mbappe is immune to us booing him? Absolutely not. We criticized him because he played bad. But now he's playing well and we deserve this. Because we've been wanting this. And for Mbappe, bro, 9.5, man. 9.5. What a performance. And this is, bro, the fact that not a single player got below 7 just gives you an idea. Even not a single player, outfield player, got below 7.5. Gives you an idea how much of a dominant performance this was. 6-3 in aggregate, 3-1 at home, 3-2 away from home. Real Madrid's playing at a top level. And I can't wait to see who we're going to face. It's going to be between Leverkusen and Atleti. I would rather face one team than the other. But let's see on Friday. The draw is going to be out on Friday. But listen, put down in the comments what you guys felt about the game. Don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And once again, Real Madrid, what? You thought we'd get knocked out from the Champions League? Have a laugh, man.